Today, my little Honda Civic track car is going on a diet. But just how much weight can you remove from a chassis that's already famous for being lightweight? And can I do it without totally ruining the car? The results of this one might surprise you. All right, we're back, working on the best car ever. Today, we're gonna see how much performance we can add without spending any money. I, of course, am talking about weight reduction. Now, the first thing we're gonna remove is the aircon system. The aircon doesn't really work anyway, and it's no longer my daily because I've got my Jazz now. The aircon system on this car is absolutely huge, and I've heard that it weighs way more than you'd expect. I've already had all the refrigerant taken away by a local shop, so there shouldn't be any pressure in the system now, so I can start taking stuff off. Also, the system runs on its own pulley connected to the crank, so that means I don't have to change the aux belt or anything like that. I just take this one off and then it's off. So, let's get cracking. For this job, I decided to start at the front of the car and make my way back. That scared the absolute shit out of me. Removing the AC system will not only save us a bit of weight from the nose of the car, but it'll also help us make a tiny bit more power, as there will be one less item causing drag on the crankshaft. Look how much more room we have for activities now. Good start. Might have to get a double rad now. With the condenser out of the way, I could easily get to the compressor. This is a new one. Taking the compressor pulley off. I have to start calling myself the Incredible Hulk. If you ever wonder just how much of a terrible mechanic I am, see that little 10mm down there? I've been trying to take that out so I can get this, I think it's a reservoir out. I've been struggling like hell to get underneath there. I just realised it literally just pulls up and moves out of the way. I'm so useless. So, why am I throwing bits of my car away? I believe that the 90s until the early 2000s was peak car. The leap in suspension technology between the 80s and 90s was massive, but cars were still lightweight as they were low on technology and safety features. 90s Honda Civics like ours punch well above their weight because of their weight, and my philosophy for this build is that you don't need the most power to be the fastest. Every kilogram we shed is another horsepower we don't need to find. Just gotta pop the battery tray out of the way. We've gotten everything out of the engine bay that's in the engine bay. Now let's just get these lines from the, what do they call the thing that sits under the dash? I hope none of you come to my channel for actual mechanical advice. There's a big box under the dash. It's gonna bother me now. The evaporator core. That's it. So we've taken all of the aircon components from underneath the bonnet, and now we're going to the evaporation unit on the interior. So I'm going to move this battery out of the way, and then we can take it out. We got there in the end. So for our next bit, we need to take the glove box off because our evaporation tank is under here. And that's handy because the next thing that we're going to strip out of this car to save a bit of weight is also under here. So we'll get this out, get the tank out, and then look at the next bit. I still have my mount fitted from the last track day, so you've got 2 cameras this time. That's so heavy. Oh, it's full of crap. Oh no. Look at this pollen filter. I'm not even gonna hold it inside. Look at the state of that. It's like a bird's nest. So, as it turns out, this is actually part of our heater core, but the condenser is inside the heater core. I'm gonna take this apart, take the aircon evaporator system out of it, and then put it back in, and then it will continue to help our heater because this all flows together, but we'll have saved a few kilos because this is really, really, really heavy. So I'm just gonna do that now. This may be going back in. I assure you, I've already ordered another one. So I've tidied up the AC evaporator, I've gutted that. That's ready to go back in. But before we do that, we're gonna do our next piece of weight reduction, which is up here. It's our passenger airbag. You can actually gut this and then put this panel back on. I've seen people do it online. Apparently it's good for a few kilos. So while we're in there and we've got some space, I'm gonna do that as well. Then we'll move on to the really scary stuff. This next bit was so hard to get right. With one hand you have to push underneath the airbag, and then at the same time on the top of the dash you have to pry the cover away. It was so awkward, but I took my time with it because I didn't want to ruin my dashboard. Through the power of cinema, probably doesn't look like I've been very busy today. Today has genuinely been one of those days where everything has fought me. I'm hot, I'm sweaty. I just want this bloody airbag to get at. Oh. Yes. Oh my God. We did it. That weighs a lot as well, it's worth it. Now we take this. Watch this fight me as well. It did fight me, but it went in with a very satisfying punch. Oh, yes. Now shh, don't tell anyone. Your build is only as good as all of the nuts and bolts that you forget to put back in. That's all back together, it looks quite good. You might be thinking this seems like a whole lot of effort and aggro to go into for not a particularly huge amount of weight to lose, but on a car like this, where you don't have much power up front, literally every kilo is huge. So that's why I don't mind taking the time to be clever about the way that we save weight. And now we're going to move to the back of the car because we're going to start stripping the back of the car too. The decision to start stripping some of the interior out of this car is not one that I take lightly. I absolutely love the way this interior looks. I think it's proper 90s. It's in really nice condition. And all the bits that we remove are going to have a chance to live on somewhere else. I'll put them on some of the owners groups just for free, see if anyone needs any trims, etc. Although one thing that definitely won't be free is this parcel shelf, because I know that these are worth a fortune, especially because it's not been cut up to have speakers put in the back. We're going to be very clever with what we take out of this car. Not everything will be removed, because in my mind I have a vision for this car. Something like a Honda Civic GT3 RS. And so with that in mind, I began carefully stripping down the rear of this car. This will be replaced with an inflator kit. Done. Rear seats removed. I carefully removed the carpet from the back of the seats as I wanted to reuse this later. It's the part where I bang my head. With the rear bench out the way, I began removing the seat belts. The interior plastics on this car weigh next to nothing, so they will be staying. I want the car to feel like a car and not a tin can. I could then strip the belts from the other side, give the car a quick hoover, and then pop our carpet back in. Remember, we're not going full race car. This is a car I want to continue enjoying on the roads. For the sake of an extra few kilos, there's a few things I'd rather leave in. Yeah? Do you see the vision? With a roll cage in here, Civic GT3 RS. I've daily driven stripped out cars before, it sucks. There's also one major reason why we're keeping it like this, but we'll talk about that another time. And just look at the sheer amount of stuff we managed to jettison. There's a considerable amount of stuff here and it will make a good difference. And we've been clever about what we've taken away as well. So let's go to a weighbridge and see what it weighs. I'm hoping for less than a ton without me in it. I think that's doable, but let's go and find out. All right, we're off to the weighbridge. First impressions, it's a lot more noisy in here. Even though we've only taken just the back seats out, I can hear a lot more of what the rear suspension is doing. And what it's doing is creaking a lot. It feels, I mean, this is all gonna be most likely placebo. Obviously, removing the aircon, we remove parasitic gains. Parasitic gains, parasitic losses. And what that basically is where that belt is connected to the crankshaft and all the pulleys, that belt is stealing some of our horsepower from our engine. So in theory, we'll gain a tiny little bit of power with that belt being removed. And to be honest, the car, this is quite a revvy car anyway for a little D series, but it does feel a little bit revvy, maybe a placebo, but it feels good. Our weight reduction will truly be able to feel when we're on track. That's where these little changes will really start to shine. But yeah, overall, it's not too bad. I'm really happy with the job that I managed to do on the rear carpet. I think it looks ace. My plan is to add a roll cage and to add another bucket seat here. I can't get a seat rail for this car anywhere in the UK at the moment. They are all sold out and I've posted on the owners group saying if anyone's got one lying around, I'll buy it. But there's none. So I just got to wait for them to be made or delivered to the UK and I can get one and get a seat here. That will save us another about 5 or 6 kilos because these seats are really heavy. All right, rolling up on this place now. I've got no idea how these things work. Do I just drive onto the bridge? Hello mate, I was hoping to use your weighbridge. Yeah. Oh my God. It's a lot better than I was expecting. I'm very happy. All right, the results are in. Take your guesses now. This car weighs just 940 kilos. That's pretty good. This car hasn't been tuned yet, but that means that if our little mods had made even a few more horsepower, this car's about 100 horsepower per ton. Pretty bloody good. I'm really happy we've managed to drop the weight of this car while retaining its character without turning it into a little tin can. AC wasn't working anyway. I won't miss it. It'll be fine. Bucket seat and roll cage to come. And I'm now gonna give this car a massive clean because I pride myself on my cars being clean and it's been filthy for weeks. And I'm gonna spend the weekend fixing lots of little odd jobs. If you'd like to see a video where I slung this car around a go-kart track, you can do that over here. And if you'd like to subscribe, you can do that over here. Bye.